Welcome back to my channel everyone. Today we will be making the Eurofighter, the Typhoon. This paper plane is one of the easiest and the best looking paper models yet. I am so excited to show it to you. And there's just something about this plane that makes me go crazy over it. Now, in order to download the files, you have to go to the Ojimark website. On this website, you will see a lot of paper plane models. To find the Eurofighter, we go to the Euro section and there you see the Eurofighter. Now in order to download the blueprints, we click on the yellow button. When we click on the yellow button, a file opens with the password. The password is Ojimark itself. And now you can download or print the file as you need. Although this is a tutorial, I will also show you how to get the instructions. Just click on the picture of the aircraft, the Eurofighter, and a document opens. There are written instructions provided, but I'll be making it a bit more interesting. So let's get started. For this project, we will be requiring a pair of scissors, some liquid glue, and a glue stick. Now why do we require a glue stick, you ask? It's because we need to paste the wings. Now the wings require a uniform layer of glue, and a liquid glue, if applied, makes the paper wet, which results in a bent wing. We need to make the wings straight, and for that purpose only, we will be requiring the glue stick. I am so happy that one whole sheet contains just the wings. Wings are rather easy to cut and paste. They are just a big piece and you just have to glue them together. There's no bending, there's no special cutting required. Just one thing you have to keep in mind is that when you cut these wings, there is some margin that you need to consider. In this case, we will not be cutting the inner lines, we will just go straight. And you can also see these lines on the main wing. As you can see, we need to cut it, and I am cutting the missile pod here, but it's up to you if you want to cut it or not, because when you paste the wing, the other side does not have it, so it looks like a white sheet from the upper side. Now that you have cut out all the parts, we need to assemble them. For the main wing, we just need to fold alongside the blue line that you see here. To fold, you can either use your hands or use a ruler. It's up to you. This is a big part, so I believe that my hands are enough. I like to use my nail to make the best fold line ever. It just satisfies me when this is completely this was made to fold. It looks just like that. Now we will just put the wing reinforcement inside and paste it. With the wing reinforcement glued, it looks a bit crinkly, but we will fix that. First we will paste the wings before the glue dries. This is how the wing should look like. Don't worry if it's a little bit bent sideways or this way. We will fix that. We will be putting it inside our this is not nice. When it is due to okay, we need to get it fixed right now. I don't get why teachers make assignments. Why? Yeah. What's this supposed to do? Well, we'll see tomorrow. The glue is about to dry anyway, so let's get it done. We'll just put it inside the register and put some pressure over it. In case of the vertical stabilizers, we see that there are flaps we folded out to fix it on the plane. Now to keep them in place, we will keep them in the register with the flaps facing outwards, just like this. Now let's get back to the canards. The canards of the plane are very small, so to fold them, I used a special trick. For the main line, I just used my fingers, but for the small folding lines, I used my scissors blade as a guide. It works really nice if the blade is straight. After we paste the canards, we need to put them inside the register just like we did with the vertical stabilizer with the flaps out, because sometimes they get stuck together and it's not ideal. Now till the wings dry, we will be making the upper side of the body of the plane. One thing to note is that we need to cut the red lines. I will wait for you to cut these parts while I do some magic. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more tricks like these. Getting back to the upper body, we can see where we need to cut along the red lines, on the front and on the back, like this, and on the sides we need to make a small slit. Now to fold it, we search for the grey lines. This is what it looks like in the front. Now since the back of the plane is a bit curvy, we need to make sure that it stays that way. Finally, we can paste the upper body together, just like it is shown here. This is the completed assembly of the upper side of the Eurofighter, with the rear end looking very nice. Now for the upper body, we will make the upper body, also known as the part number F. This is a rather delicate part, so please pay attention to what I'm about to show you. You see the grey lines? We need to fold alongside them. And this is what it looks like. Be sure to use a ruler or the scissor technique as I did earlier. The back of the upper body requires us to make the diamond. This is the smallest part in this plane, so please pay attention while you are pasting it. In order to paste the upper body to the upper body, we will be using the rear end of the upper body and pasting it inside the upper body, just like that. In the front, we will paste it like so. And the upper section of the plane is ready. This is what it looks like. Mine isn't perfect, but I believe if you try hard enough, yours will be better than mine. Now don't forget, we need to make the plane fly. For that, we will be requiring the G, H and I from the blueprint. The G and H parts are required to fix the nose of the plane to the upper side of the body. For that, we will fix the G and H part together, G1 with H1 and G2 with H2. After you paste them together, before they dry, make sure to curve them with the help of your finger. Now, after they dry, we need to put them inside the nose and paste them together. I had no idea how to line it perfectly. Well, I tried my best. Now all that remains is the eye parts. We simply need to line them up, put them over each other and make a roll out of them. After pasting the G and H parts, the nose takes somewhat of a round shape. Now we need to put the weight inside and make sure it's centered. Otherwise the plane will not fly well. This is the completed assembly of the weights. Now we move to the underside of the body, that is the engine. After cutting it, we just need to fold along the grey fold lines and your engine will look like so. Now on the front side of the engine, we see the inlet. This detail is added and it looks very nice. So make sure to fold it just like so. Now this small part is easy to miss, but it plays a very important role. It is put between the inlet of the engines. We need to take note of this V fold that you can see, and we need to just paste it from the back. After the wing is done drying, we need to cut the excess paper. After cutting, you can see that I cut the large missile pods because they did not look nice. We can now paste the upper body on the wing. To recognize the upper part of the wing, we need to look for the big yellow spot in the middle. Then we can line up the upper body and paste it on the wing. This is what the upper body looks like. If you made it this far into the video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. After the upper body, we will paste the engines. You can see the inlet divider we pasted in the middle. with the V fold in front. Now we will line up the engine on the belly of the plane and paste it there. Sometimes when you paste a big part, the glue on the first side dries, making it hard to stick it. So what we will do is paste one side first and follow with the other side. With this we can focus on one side only, which makes the process easier. With the engine in place, we are now reaching the end of this tutorial. Just to make a few checks, we will see how our plane looks from the back and from the front. Now we need to make the nose of the plane. For that, we just need to cut the parts J1 and J2, make a cone out of them and paste them together. Now in the front of the plane, I have made some changes. I have cut some slits and folded them inwards so that we can paste the nose without any problems. We just use some liquid glue and we can paste it right here. And there we have a perfect nose. We can also strengthen it by adding a layer of super glue on it. My favorite part, the engine exhausts. After cutting, we need to make a ring out of them and paste them like so. After this, we can paste it on the back of the engines. Make sure to push the glue area or the teeth inwards so that we can paste it properly. This is what the rear looks like, and I have to say I like it. Who agrees with me? Let me know in the comments. Now remember the canards and the vertical stabilizers? We need to paste them now. There is no specific order for the canards, but you need to paste them here on the right and left sides on the nose. You can see the yellow lines. For the vertical stabilizer, we need to paste it on the back of the upper body. Even though it's hard to say, but it's funny. Now this is the last part, the cockpit, and it just requires a little bit of cut and paste, and our plane is ready. It is one of the best looking paper models that I have made. Thank you Ojima for making these great paper models for free. If you like this video, go check out my channel. I have more videos there and some more upcoming in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Sam signing off.